Hello everyone, it's DuckFair07. Today we are playing Aerith Gainsborough COMBO. This is very simple combo. You put Walking Ballista below Cauldron and just exile Ballista from the graveyard, put counter on Aerith, and Aerith just goes infinite damage to face because it has lifelink. When Aerith deals damage to face, it gains a counter, and this process just repeats indefinitely. Very simple, efficient turn 3 combo, super easy to kill. The good thing is that Agatha Cauldron is also a very good piece to have as a part of your combo because it's just actually good mid-range card. It's good, wins mid-range games without problems if you don't have Aerith to combo off. And what I found in this archetype is that Aerith combo works so well with Dredger's Insight. Okay, Dredger's Insight is a card that gains you life, that digs your graveyard for creatures, so helps you find Aerith, helps you put Ballista by accident in the graveyard, and you can still get something else. It puts Grist and other stuff in the graveyard which you can use later with Agatha Cauldron. It's such a great piece for this build. But what else is there with Dredger's Insight? Okay, so it gains life for Aerith, making Aerith big. And also it combos with undying creatures. Okay, so if you have Young Wolf or even better Strangleroot Geist on the field with Dredger's Insight, and you have Ballista exile below Cauldron, often you don't even need Aerith to combo for the win. So if you have Geist and let's say exiled Halfling plus Ballista with Cauldron, you can gain infinite mana, just kill your Geist, tap it for mana, kill your Geist, tap it for mana, kill your Geist, tap it for mana, repeat this infinitely, gain infinite mana, and just put counters on your Strangleroot Geist, infinite counters, kill them with Ballista ability, or anything like that. Okay, so also it's cool if you don't have the Geist, if you have, let's say, Young Wolf, and you have Dredger's Insight, and with the Cauldron, this is the super obvious combo which was played often in Yawgmoth. You can just gain infinite life. That's also pretty good. So if you have a Ballista plus Young Wolf and Dredger's Insight, you can just sacrifice kill your Young Wolf indefinitely, and you gain infinite life. If at the same time you have Sephirot on the field, you also opponent loses infinite life and it instant wins you the game. So Sephirot is also a combo piece in this deck that can kill your opponent even without drawing Aerith. You don't, all these cards are combo pieces as well. That is pretty sweet. And deck is not all combo. We have even a couple of fatal pushes in the main. I have Orcish Bowmaster, to which these cards help you get more time, get a win, stop the aggro decks, provide chump blockers, and creatures to sacrifice to Sephirot ability as well. Sephirot is so good in this deck. We have 2 Young Wolves, we have Geists, Orcish Bowmasters, and other creatures you can really sack, like Grist tokens, like Walking Ballista, Halfling, a lot of stuff you can sacrifice. We have one Safekeeper. This is Green Sanzini deck. So we have some green one-offs like Sylvan Safekeeper and Willow Geist. Why Willow Geist? Because this card works very well with Agatha Cauldron. You can grow it each turn, and when Young Wolf or Strangleroot Geist died, this guy again grows. But also this is a combo kill if you have Young Wolf and Dimension combo with Ballista below Cauldron and Young Wolf. So you don't even need the Dredger's Insight. You can just keep killing your Young Wolf. It comes back from the yard, and then you zine it for the Willow Geist. It gains infinite counters, and you use those counters to kill opponent. Yeah, so very simple combo kill. We have one-off Willow Geist in this deck. Cause it's like a tutorable combo kill when you have Young Wolf plus Ballista below Cauldron. Very a lot of ways you can kill your opponent with this deck, and that's why I like it. So it's not that Ballista is here just because you have Aerith, but also it synergizes with these other combos, so you have like 4 different ways to kill your opponent. And the Sephirot is both new cards, Aerith and Sephirot, also can combo on its own without needing each other. Okay, so that's great. And since we have some non-green creatures in this deck, I also have 2 Eldamri's Call in this deck, and that's it. Okay, so deck is very combo focused, can kill on turn 3 in multiple lines, but also at the same time I still have Bowmasters, still have pushes, I still have Sephirot, Grist. It plays very good long game and has great mid-range game. Because Aerith, if it doesn't combo often, it will be a creature that will grow over time and your opponent will have to kill it, or it will just become too large over a couple of turns. Okay, so that's it. In the sideboard I got a couple more pushes, I got Thoughtseize, Endurance, Force of Figure, some Green Sun Zenith targets like Outland Liberator, God of Teague, Fulminator's Mage, of course, with Agatha Soul Cauldron. They are amazing, and Vexing Bubbles, mostly because Neoform, and also like decks like Living End, which is becoming popular again. Okay, so that is it. Very tight space on the sideboard. I would like to like have more cards, like 4th Fulminator, maybe more Neoform Hate, and more of each of these cards I'm already playing, but I only have 15 slots there. Okay, so that is it. I think curve is pretty good. So we have, like, let's say Green Sun Zenith can tutor Dread Arbor on turn 1, so you can count it as a 1-drop, sometimes it's a 2-drop, sometimes 3-drop, and Walking Ballista as well. And I'm happy with curve and very happy with this 75. I am definitely for this version of a deck, I really like this 75, but note that I worked on this deck for quite a bit, and it started as collected company deck. So we have 4 Aerith, we have Sephirot, we have Grist, Bogart Troll. That is a lot of 3-drops. And initially I had like more mana dorks and I had like 4 collected companies. I think that could work as well, but instead of going more mid-rangey, I decided to go quicker. So I replaced that with Eldrami's Calls and Green Sun Zenith, and I liked it better this way. But collected company is option for a build like this one. Okay, so that is it. What else? There are a lot of ways you can take this build, a lot of ways you can do it, but the point is, I really like how Abzan works, having addition of Grist, adding a black, because it's so good with Cauldron, but also when already going black, I think Fatal Pushes are just so good. I like having 2 of them in the main, and some Sephirot. It just works so well in this deck, a lot of stuff you can sacrifice, and it's card that provides like a good mid-range plane, and it's sometimes fairly easy to flip it as well, which then becomes really good and even better. So that's it. We can now go to the gameplay. Before that, let me just mention I have some lands in my deck that are specific for this deck. We have Spymaster's Vault, so in case you have Young Wolf combo with Cauldron Ballista, you can actually use that combo to go infinitely and then just tap Spymaster's Vault, put infinite connive infinitely on your not infinitely, but as much as you have cards in the graveyard, put counters on your Young Wolf and just immediately kill your opponent with Ballista. That's another way you can kill. Maybe you missed that, but that's another way you can kill. And there is also Shifting Woodlands. We also have double Bogart Troller here. These are 2 more lands here, so it's 21 land. And that's it. Okay, so we can go now for the gameplay, see how it went. Before that, I want to remind you of my Decktionary profile. These 2 tiers are 0 tier, and we have Eldrazi tier as well. I will be posting at least 1 post a week, brew of the week, so you can follow my profile here to check the posts on here as well. And we have Eldrazi tier, And in the zoo tier, I have these base tier guides, Chocobo Zoo, Cecil Zoo, Obos Ketramos Zoo, Dimir Frog, regular Domain Zoo, Zookeeper, Domain Zookeeper, a lot of versions of Zoo here, and the new Tifa Zoo in the Zoo tier. Okay, so also there's Fable and Frog Zoo, a lot of Zoo guides in here, as you can notice. It's like 7 of them, 7 different versions of Zoo on the Decktionary, plus some other guides, and I'll be making more in the near future. Okay, so we can now go to the gameplay and see how that went. Okay, here it is. Let's start. Okay, so this is decent hand. I surveilled Delighted Halfling in the graveyard. Opponent plays Ragavan, and I think best I can do here is just play the Ballista, kill Ragavan, pass the turn. So yeah, I'm just trading here. I'm definitely fine with that. And here is another Ballista. My opponent seems to be playing a Zoo, so I'm going for Agatha Soul Cauldron. I have 1 spare mana in case they have Stubborn Denial. I think it's pretty good time to try to resolve it. Okay, opponent goes for Territorial Kavu, and maybe you did not notice, but I have a kill here. I have a kill, so I'm not sure if you notice it or not, but this is basically, I think, kill. Let's see what happens. Fatal Push. Okay, so I go for a Halfling, and do you still see the kill or not? Because yeah, I can go for green. I checked if they have Stubborn Denial, so I went Fatal Push and turn. If they had Stubborn Denial, they would for sure Stubborn Denial that. So I'm kind of sure they don't have Stubborn Denial, and I have the kill. I don't know if you know what is the kill, but I can now Zenith for Strangleroot Geist. And the Strangleroot Geist, then I have Delighted Halfling exiled, and then I exile Walking Ballista on the Geist as well. So at that moment, I can just kill my Strangleroot Geist over and over again, and every time I kill it, it comes with haste, and I take 1 mana, so I have infinite mana. And I just play Walking Ballista for 15 damage face, and that's it. But that is too much clicking, and I draw Aerith for a turn, so that is even simpler. Maybe that is riskier, but I don't think they can win here. So I go for a kill with Aerith. It's a lot more clicks to do the Stranglerite Geist combo. So I just went for Aerith combo, and I had the kill here. But I had, even without top deck Aerith, that is the important thing. Even without the top deck Aerith, I still had the combo. And yeah, the Bowmasters are not great against the Zoo, so I want Force of Figures, I want Fatal Push, and yeah, that's pretty good. So here I have all the combo pieces I need. I have a Cauldron plus Ballista and Aerith. This is turn 3 kill. I even have a Force of Figure I can spare. So I go for Agatha Soul Cauldron. Let's see, and my opponent seems to have consigned to memory. Unfortunately, I don't have my combo kill anymore, but I'm okay. Opponent plays Flage. I think what I want to do here is just go for Boggart Trawler and exile their graveyard, start attacking, playing a fair game at this point. Okay, so I go for attacks. Now I have Sylvan Safekeeper. I can play Safekeeper, then play Aerith. I think this is good strategy to win a fair game. And my opponent goes for Binding before I resolve my Safekeeper. I go for Aerith then and pass a turn. Now I have Force of Figure, Dredger's Insight, Walking Ballista. I'm very close to killing them, but also I have very good mid-range plan as well. So here I go. I didn't want to pitch cast a Force of Figure. I wanted to cast it for 4 mana, kill Sino Draco, kill a Leyline Binding, and I get my Boggart Trawler back, get another attacker, and start growing my Aerith and gaining life. That is very important against Zoo. So at this point, the game is very hard, almost unbeatable for them. They can't kill my Aerith. Aerith will grow over time. It's just a absolute nightmare for my opponent. Okay, so I go keep a Force of Figure on top. It's a removal for the binding for Scion. Okay, so I go for Dredger's Insight, and I find Agatha Soul Cauldron. I can't combo because they have a Nihil Spellbomb, but yeah, they go for Consign anyway. And yeah, I grow my Aerith a bit. Now it's a 5-5, and I have lethal on board for the next turn. Opponent sacrifices the Nihil Spellbomb to draw a card, and grow my Aerith in the meantime. Okay, Aerith is 6-6, and that is match 1. Okay, so let's go check out match 2. Okay, so on this time, so first game was against Zeus, second game we are playing against Eldrazi, and yes, so Young Wolf is actually the kill here. That is so nice. This is turn 3 kill, but do you notice it? It's actually not a turn 3 kill. Sorry, I need mana to play both Young Wolf and Sephirot, but that's pretty good still. This is a turn 4 kill. I need to play both Young Wolf and Sephirot, but this is a great turn to prepare for my combo turn. And yeah, so Sephirot next turn is lethal in this situation. I can just kill my Young Wolf indefinitely and end the game with Sephirot. But unfortunately, my opponent finds Thought-Knot Seer and exiles my kill from my hand. Okay, so I go for I just put counter on Walking Ballista. It's whatever and pass a turn. Okay, so now opponent goes for a Written Chrysalis. That's not a big problem for me. I jump block with Thought-Knot Seer. Totally fine with that. Now my Young Wolf dies, and then my opponent tries to take this situation to exile the Young Wolf from my graveyard, but I can exile it with my Cauldron and put counters on Ballista. Okay, I don't think this was a good choice by opponent, but yeah. I get to put counter on Ballista and kill the Thought-Knot Seer. This gives me a card draw, and after I draw a card, I just find the Eldrami's Call, which gives me the win in this situation. I find Aerith, I play Aerith, and I have Ballista in the yard, so I just exile Ballista from the yard and go infinite. For the lethal, yeah, so opponent rushed there to kill my Young Wolf, but instead they just died next turn from the Aerith combo. Okay, so opponent concedes to combo and passes the turn. So I'm playing against Eldrazi aggro, I think, because I only saw Thought-Knot and Chrysalis, but it's definitely Eldrazi aggro. Okay, so I put in a couple of Thoughtseizes in. Unfortunately, Spymaster Vault, I think, a very important land for this deck, but in this situation it's very important because so often you have the Young Wolf combo, and Spymaster Vault can just put infinite counters on your creatures in those situations. Okay, I see they have a very good hand, and I decide to take a Linebreaker here dealing a lot of damage. Okay, I play Willowgeist. Maybe I should have played so now I grow my Willowgeist a bit. It's a 2/2. I go for a Young Wolf, and I need Agatha Cauldron at this point. Agatha Cauldron is very close for kill to me. So I block with the Young Wolf. This grows Willowgeist a bit and gains me more life. That is good for me in the situation when they have Fleshraker on the field. Unfortunately, with Fleshraker, this is not the greatest situation for me. So I have some blockers, and here is another Chrysalis taking a lot of life from me here with Fleshraker. and they play Sire of 7 Deaths, but this is fine for me actually. I still have one more turn to try to top deck something. I actually just need Agatha Soul Cauldron for a win, so I jump with a Fulminator, and I try to find that Agatha, but it didn't have it, so we'll have to deal with this in the next game. Okay, I board in one more God of Teague. It stops their Kozilek's command. It doesn't hurt me much, so I think it's a decent choice. Okay, so I go for turn 2 Dredger's Insight. Dredger's Insight is so good in this deck, help you find combo pieces, and here I find Agatha Soul Cauldron. In this situation, opponent goes for a Flash Raker. I have another Agatha, and I go for Aerith in this situation because next turn I can go Cauldron plus Insight, and if they kill my Aerith, I still have another one in hand, so I'm okay with that. And yes, so now I think I first go for Dredger's Insight here, hopefully gain 2 life. And here is Walking Ballista in the graveyard, and I put another Aerith to my hand. Now I can go for Agatha Soul Cauldron and prepare for a kill next turn. I immediately want to remove Walking Ballista from the graveyard. I think there is a bigger chance they may untap with the Kozilek command than with that guy that kills enchantment artifacts. Okay, so now they play the Line Breaker, and now I'm untapped with I have Aerith combo, but this was also, I was playing against Mangu. If you didn't notice, this is Mangu's account. Okay, so I have the Aerith combo, but I was afraid of Dismember, and this play goes over Dismember. I can just gain infinite life, kill my Strangleroot Geist infinite times. Each time I gain 2 life, so it's enough for me to just go up to 100 life and next turn attempt the Aerith combo. So it makes more sense to just do that, and then to risk them having Dismember. And as you can see, they had Dismember, so it was a good choice. And but Dismember can't stop this combo, and Mangu concedes, and that is the game. Okay, so let's check out match 3. This time again we are playing against Eldrazi, and I go for turn 1 Green Sun Zenith, find Dryad Arbor. That is great for me because I can go for turn 2 Grist. Turn 2 Grist is still pretty solid, can win some long games and can kill some creatures against the Zoo. Unfortunately here my opponent has the Scion combo, so I can only plus my Grist, and I think it was best here to just go for Sylvan Safekeeper, but I had other options. So I went Sylvan Safekeeper, Orcish Bowmaster this turn, and then play Aerith. They can kill it, so I still need to draw enough cards. I still need like a Ballista plus Cauldron, but one Dredger's Insight can give you both of these things. Okay, so I go for Aerith. I actually wanted to sacrifice a creature with Grist to trigger the Spymaster's Vault, but yeah, that's I failed in trying to do so. But yeah, never mind, and I just it was a hopeless situation anyway. I just didn't have couldn't do much in a situation like that. Okay, so here again the same sideboarding plan. So 2 Force of Figures go in, 2 Fatal Pushes, Liberator plus Endurance. So you need to be able to kill their Scion, their Ley Lines, and have Endurance 4 and plus Scavenging Ooze for their Flage. These are like main things. Okay, so in this game 2, I start with Young Wolf into turn 2 Strangleroot Geist, basically trying to aggro them. And opponent plays Territorial Kavu. This plays well into my into my hand, I just fatal push the Kavu, bring back Boseiju. Boseiju can kill Leyline and the Scion, and they are already down to 11. And if opponent plays Flage this turn, I can go for, I have Scavenging Ooze, so I can exile it. Okay, so opponent game plan was clear. So they were planning on discarding Flage and then trying to remove Flage from the graveyard. I decided not to play my Scavenging Ooze this turn, but instead just take a card from their graveyard and trade with this token. So I wanted to kill tokens so they can't make additional mana. My opponent here plays Arena of Glory, and yeah, they lose Flage now, and they lose it to Scavenging Ooze. So I grow my Ooze, exile their Kavu, exile their Chocobo, exile everything from their graveyard, grow my Ooze to 5/5. I can put one more counter on it on my turn. And when I untap, I have Boseiju to kill Kiki-Jiki and just continue attacking them. They are already down to 6. They go for another hasty Kavu, probably hoping to draw a removal or a Leyline Binding this turn. They're also again discarding Flage, so this Agatha Soul Cauldron did a great job. I put another counter on my Ooze, so Ooze survives this combat and yeah, basically finishes the job. So I kill their Fable and attack for lethal. That is game 1. Okay, so I don't think I want any changes, so I'm ready for game 3. I have Ballista, I have Aerith, very close to combo. Also, I have Fatal Push, that's great card against them, obviously. Not if they have a Scion or Draco, but it is what it is. Okay, here is Willowgeist. Willowgeist is also a card that is close to getting me a combo here. I just need a Young Wolf in this situation to combo, but I wanted to find a land since I wanted to Boseiju their Scion. So I put Willowgeist in the graveyard. That was a great choice because here I find a land, really wanted that land. And yeah, I wanted to kill this Fable as well, disable them from discarding Flages or whatever. So I let them hit me with a Goblin token, make a treasure, that's all fine. Just don't want to let them draw more creatures. I think that's crucial in this situation. Okay, so now I'm in a very comfortable situation. I decide to play Aerith, keep a Fatal Push their Goblin Shaman token. If they have removal, they have it. If not, I can just start attacking with Aerith, that's great as well. Okay, so they play Clarion Conqueror. I play Dredger's Insight, get another Aerith to my hand. And I now play the Ballista just to trigger the Fatal Push so I can kill the Clarion Conqueror and continue attacking with Aerith. Now Aerith is a 4/4 Flage or Bolt, doesn't kill it anymore. It's even now a 5/5 with another Dredger's Insight trigger. Okay, so here goes a Spymaster Vault, attack for 5 with Aerith, but opponent has a Leyline Binding, so I'm okay with that. Just play another Aerith and hold a Walking Ballista in my hand. Next turn I can play it for even more mana, and yeah, here I draw another land, so this is a 3/3 Ballista. That's pretty decent in a situation like this. So opponent, we are both in a top deck mode. Yeah, very close to combo kill with Aerith, but yeah, it was Agatha Cauldron came turn too late. Okay, but I have a Cauldron in my hand. I don't want to let them play Flage, escape Flage. That would be the worst thing that can happen, and yeah, opponent didn't draw anything, and that was game over. Okay, so again I have Ballista Cauldron. This thing, Ballista Cauldron just combos in so many ways, and here is a Young Wolf. So Young Wolf with Ballista Cauldron is infinite ATBs. This means that I'm very close to finding kill anything. Basically can like one a Sephirot or Dredger's Insight can give me infinite life, which is pretty good against energy, you would agree. Okay, so here I think I have a kill next turn. So what I want to do here is prepare for my kill. I go for the grist plus a grist, and then I play the ballista. And this way, if they play Ocelot Pride, I can kill the Ocelot Pride with my insect token ability. Opponent goes for Seasoned Pyromancer, makes a lot of energy, passes the turn. They have Goblin Bombardment, but it's still pretty hard for them to prevent me from comboing here. So I have I kill their Ocelot Pride. In response they kill Grist, but that doesn't change much for me even if I don't have combo. And now I think it's pretty safe for me to go for combo, but my opponent can still stop it. But let's see what happens. Yeah, my opponent will need to kill their entire board to stop my combo here, so I'm okay with that. I go for a Sephirot first, then yeah, they kill my token. That wasn't correct play. And they can't kill my Young Wolf. If they kill my Young Wolf, it comes back with a counter. I can just remove a counter and with Walking Ballista ability, so they can't kill my Young Wolf. So what they need to do here is sacrifice their entire board to kill my Sephirot. And they can't really do that anymore. And yeah, my opponent now realizes that sacrificing that creature to kill Young Wolf didn't do anything. And yeah, they concede, so that is the game. And I have infinite ATBs with Young Wolf, and that is the kill with Sephirot. So only way out was let Sephirot resolve, and then in response to its ability, just sacrifice their entire board to put 4 damage on Sephirot. I have Agatha Cell counter to put a counter on it, so it needs you need to put 4 counters. Okay, so I go for Overgrown Tomb here and kill their Ragavan. Opponent goes for Ajani, and yeah, this turn only thing I can do is just go for Young Wolf and Surveil, hoping for another land from the top or putting Walking Ballista to the graveyard. Opponent has Static Prison, and here I have to dig for a third land. I dig for a third land, I find it, and yeah, it's a basic that's pretty good. So I go for a Willowgeist. I go for a Willowgeist with Agatha Soul Cauldron. Willowgeist can grow over turns, be a pretty large creature. And yeah, it's a medium position for me at the moment. I play Sylvan Safekeeper, play Outland Liberator, pass a turn. My opponent has enough energy to pay for their Static Prison abilities. My Outland Liberator can block Ocelot Pride here, and I think this is best for me to do. Let the Ajani flip and kill the Ocelot, then try to attack Ajani on my turn. Okay, so here is Walking Ballista. If I just had that Young Wolf that's below the Static Prison, I would actually have the kill here. But I actually have that thing. Yeah, I actually have infinite life in this situation. I sacrifice a land to protect my Liberator. Then my Ballista goes to the graveyard. Then I kill the Static Prison, and I also kill their Ajani, and now I have infinite life, and I have Sylvan Safekeeper on the field, and infinite life is pretty good. And next turn with Sephirot I also have infinite damage, so... And my opponent just concedes immediately, and they are not in a great position, just 2 mana on their side of the field. There's just not much they can do there, okay? Okay, so let's go check out the next match. My opponent this time starts with Tamio. I go turn 1 Halfling. So I can't be sure if opponent is playing. They can be playing like Azorius Affinity, it can be Esper Frog. But at this point it's not Azorius Affinity definitely, and it's probably like Esper Frog. And okay, so I go for Agatha Soul Cauldron there, and opponent has Force of Negation, and which definitely it tells me it could be Gorios. And opponent really, this Tamio dominated me this game so hard. I should have played. Why did I play this Spymaster Vault first? I don't know. This maybe I was planning on playing like Dryad Arbor anyway. But yeah, this Tamio just did so much job this game for making the clue tokens. Already 3 clue tokens or 4, not sure. Now the Tamio is flipped. This is a huge problem. So I go for a Scavenging Ooze in this situation, holding Eldrami's Call, and but yeah, later I watched over this game. If I just went like Exile the Faithful, this game was so super close. I think this was the only match I lost. If I went Scavenging Ooze, Exile the Faithful Mending, I think I would win this game. But at this point it seemed more important to like just play Ooze, hold mana if necessary, then if they don't do anything or tap out, I just go Eldrami's Call, end of their turn. That seemed better. But if I exiled this before, if I exiled this Mending, I think this would be totally different game. Also, I had another situation. If I decided differently, I would again win, but again I did not decide differently. I did find a Grist here. This was pretty good, and again I think this was the key decision. So I play Grist, and now I have to decide what creature I sacrifice to Grist ability. And if I didn't sacrifice the Will of Geist, I would win. So many situations where I decided wrongly. If I just made another decision, the game would be totally different. So there's already like two situations where I made. It didn't seem like a bad decision at the moment, but after reviewing the match later, this is definitely like the decision that straight led to losing this game. If this Willow Geist was on my side of the field, I think I would win. Okay. But I decide to sacrifice a Willow Geist. So with a Willow Geist on the field, Ballista and the Dredger's Insight and Green Sun Zenith, this is actually like I only need Agatha Soul Cauldron, so I'm very close to lethal. Now my opponent is using that Mending I left in their graveyard as a way to flip their Tamio on the same turn. And here is Young Wolf. I didn't even need to Zenith for it. A Young Wolf. This is now I would only miss Agatha Soul Cauldron in this situation to okay, so I went for Strangleroot Geist. Again, I think it was maybe better for me to go for it was maybe better for me to go for a land there. But again, I have a Grist next turn. I can kill Tamio, and it seems like I'm still in a decent situation. My opponent cracks both clues. They again plus their Tamio to 4, but I can sacrifice my Grist and kill Tamio again. So I'm still in a pretty good situation. Only problem is that now my opponent drew 2 cards, and they will be attempting with 5 cards in hand and 5 mana on their side of the field. And I still don't have the combo, so I killed Tamio. And I can go for another Grist. I was thinking maybe if they succeed to reanimate anything, I can then go for a Grist. So it was a close decision. Okay, so very tight game, and here I go for Walking Ballista, kill my Geist. I wanted to go for the Spy Master's Vault, to try to draw as many cards as I can, and I actually draw 3 cards here. That is pretty decent, and grow my Geist a bit, and trying to find the Cauldron mostly. Trying to find Cauldron to try to win a game with Cauldron. Opponent now goes Psychic Frog, discards Grizzlebrand, and then goes for Gorios, and they find their thing at the right time, and yeah, I think I had I think I had some better plays available for me through game. There weren't many like wrong decisions, misplays, nothing like that, but just like small things that could end up differently if I made some different choices. Okay, so I go for, I can't do much. I can't do much here. What I can do is go for Green Sun Zenith and try to find Grist, but opponent has Force of Negation for that, so that's it. I go board in Endurance, Fatal Push, Totsies, that's all I need. I need to trim some of the cards. I usually, a lot of the times I trim Safekeeper against decks that don't have much removal. I trim one Geist, I trim one Strangleroot Geist, sometimes I trim the Willow Geist. I trim often like one Sephirot, so yeah. And one Green Sun Zenith. So these are the cards I often trim, and like Grist, since I can find it with both Eldrami's Call and the Zenith. Okay, so that's it. Need to find room for my cyber cards. Okay, so I start with Totsies, and I made a terrible decision in a game in game 2. So I discarded their Tamio. I had nightmares from Tamio last game, and because of that I made the wrong decision. So what I was planning to do here is that I was hoping to play turn 2 Ballista and then top deck a land, and then just play the Grist, sacrifice Ballista, and kill the Psychic Frog. But that was all bad, because at this point my opponent doesn't have a way to discard their Atraxa. I let them to have a way to discard their Atraxa with Psychic Frog, and now they only need Gorios, and even if I don't top deck a land, then I find myself in a bad situation like this one. And yeah, so it was pretty bad. Ended up pretty bad for me. I did not find a land there. That was even worse, and it would be better if I went for turn 2 Agatha Soul Cauldron, just exile Ballista with it, and I would have Cauldron, and I would be in a much better situation. They would not be able to like Gorios or whatever. And now I play Cauldron when my opponent already draws like 2 cards with Psychic Frog again. This time I block. This time I block the frog. Opponent plays another frog, and yeah, my Cauldron is unfortunately dead now. This could be to them drawing that additional card with frog, and yeah, I'm just way behind at the moment. But I go for a Dredger's Insight can help me fight Cauldron, and I find Cauldron here. So basically I have a kill next turn, and I did gain a bunch of life here. I go up to 16, so I still have a chance, and a decent chance, but opponent finds Gorio, and they actually have exactly enough cards in their hand to go for lethal immediately, and that is how I lost the trophy game. That was it, a nice, very nice 4-1 league, and the trophy game I just didn't play that one as good as others, and those little decisions, as I said, no like huge big misplays, but some small decisions didn't go my way, and in retrospective it was better to do some other stuff in those games, but it is what it is. That is Magic. Sometimes those small decisions in the beginning will affect and lose you the game. Maybe not lose you, but definitely take you into worse direction. Okay, so that is it. I really spent a lot of time on this combo, and I have a few more lists using these similar cards. And this is the Abzan version. This is like the good stuff version, playing a lot of good cards. It has a very strong mid-range plan. I think this deck can win a lot without doing the combo, but it's so easy to win with combo, and there are so many different ways to win with combo. So one way to win with combo is Willowgeist combo with Young Wolf Cauldron. Second is just infinite life with Dredger's Insight, Young Wolf Cauldron plus Ballista. And the next thing is Strangleroot Geist with Mana Dork plus Ballista below Cauldron for infinite mana. And after that you have a Sephirot Kill with Young Wolf plus Cauldron Ballista combo. And then you have then you also have Aerith, of course, combo, the usual one, and there's a kill with Spymaster's Vault as well. And the Shifting Woodlands can help you get a kill as well. Many ways to victory. Is everything is so synergistic, and we still get to play the good cards and almost no bad cards in this deck. Everything is just I think what you can cut from this deck is Willowgeist. It was just very fun to play it. I had some interesting plays with it. I did 2 turn 3 kills with Willowgeist, but aside from that, it's just a pet card, nothing else. This is very easily cuttable. You can add more halflings, more dorks, or more Green Sun Zenith targets, whatever you prefer. And yeah, or Eldrami's Calls, or whatever you like. And yeah, but this deck works very well. There are also cards to consider in this deck, as I already mentioned, like Collected Company before, just going like with 3 Grist, 3 Sephirot, adding then 4 companies, like going that route, and or just playing more Eldrami Calls. Or going full on combo, just cutting all the fatal pushes, cutting Orcish Bowmasters, and even Sephirots, just cutting all the mid-range plan and just going full combo. That is another direction you can go in. You can like add, you can play a Chord of Calling instead of Green Sun Zenith, or in addition to Green Sun Zenith, you can play Chord of Calling, then you can play like 1 Yawgmoth in your deck. A lot of ways and directions, but I think the point is that Aerith combo feels like a strong potential to me. It's very clean turn 3 kill. There are not many clean turn 3 kills like this one. It doesn't require anything. It only requires you to play good cards which are good in your deck, good even without combo. And that's what I like a lot about it. And I think this version has a very good mid-range plan, and the version with Collected Companies has even better mid-range plan, but Collected Company is kind of slow, and so it loses something with that. And but you can maybe change that with adding more of Mana Dorks or something like that. And I really like the Dredger's Insight. I found that having Rumble plus Insight was too much milling. I played sometimes while tweaking. I had like 1 Rumble, then I had 2 Rumbles, then I decided to cut Rumbles for to have a better mana curve, and just added pushes or something like that to my deck. But Rumble is not bad. I think I would not play 4 Rumble. I would play like 2 Rumble. If I wanted to play Rumble, I would play like 2 Malevolent Rumble. I think having 4 Dredgers Insight, 4 Rumble is too many. So I like more Dredgers Insight more because it combos with so much stuff in this deck. It's kind of mandatory, and I really like the synergy with Aerith as well. And that's it. You can combine this with Sam combo, You can combine this with Yagmoth. You can combine this with many things, and I did that as well. And what I did with it, you will find in another video. And for now, this is all. Hope you like the video. Hope you like the gameplay and the deck. Friendly reminder to click like, click subscribe, comment down below, tell me how do you feel about Aerith in comparison to other combo decks out there, similar like Sam and Yagmoth. I think being faster and being still hard to interact with, because you can just play turn 2 Cauldron, turn 3 Aerith, and have Ballista in the yard, and if opponent tries to kill it, you just go combo off. If they don't kill it, you can just untap and play Dredgers inside. In that situation, you can growing your Aerith and putting a counter on it, and then you can maybe play Zenith, find a Safekeeper, or just attack with Aerith, see what they do. When they tap out, you just combo off, and that's it. Okay, so many ways to play safely and play around things, and but it's a very hard deck to play, so I wish you best of luck trying it out and tweaking. Maybe I think definitely I spent like 5 days tweaking this build. It was very different in the beginning. As I said, it started from collected company, and then I had versions with 4 rumble. I found that too many 2-drops in the deck. Then I tried to tweak it for a current metagame, and this is the 75 I like at the moment. But there is still work to be done, I think, on this archetype. But I think going with Dredgers inside instead of going with Guide of Souls, it's a good direction. When playing the Guide of Souls plus Ocelot in your deck with Aerith, it always feels like a worse energy. Obviously Aerith is great with Guide of Souls, but whatever I do with this version, it just feels, why would I play that if I can play energy? But it definitely, the turn 3 combo is very clean, and I really like the version. You can check from my channel the mono white Aerith combo that plays all the good energy cards and plus Aerith combo. I really like that one a lot, but I think this one potentially could be a better way to play combo. And I like that Walking Ballista is not a dead card here. It does so much with so many things, and it's like you're always glad to see it, always looking for it, always trying to find it. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do with this build. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.